public session, and first thing I'd like to do is a pledge of allegiance, please. Pledge of
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, so, that's my pen, but that's okay, I don't really need it.
I got it.
You got one, okay. Okay, so we had last month's meeting, we were all present, and, hopefully you've had time to read it, and I'm looking for a motion to approve these minutes.
You all set? I'll make a motion to approve the minutes as presented.
Second.
Okay, all in favor?
Those minutes of March 16th.
All set? Okay. All right. Okay, chief, your turn.
Okay, so we've actually been pretty busy. The weather's starting to warm up, so our
Yeah.
activities is picking up.
Yep.
The whole COVID thing, we had about 16 cases on the long-term list, which is way down from what it was before. We were at 76, I think, at one point. It's significantly down now. That all seems to be going pretty well here in town as far as all our officers are here. Our whole staff is fine. We have plenty of PPE, and we still occasionally get calls, for COVID, people being treated or transported by the fire department, but nothing that we're not equipped to handle now.
Okay.
There's a drug take-back day coming up, right, which was
24th.
the 24th
Of April?
of April. Yep, and that should be on the town's, on our website anyway, I would
10
imagine.
to 2.
Yeah.
Is it a different receptacle than what's in the hallway there?
I'll be here.
She'll be in a.
Oh, you'll be there to do
That'll
it
And
fill
first.
up.
actually take it, yeah.
Okay, good.
Normally that fills up.
Yeah, and then after hours, of course, anytime there's a metal box out
Yep.
there that you guys check periodically, okay.
Yep,
Yeah, because they can bring back drugs anytime they want.
right, but they're making a big push thing on that.
Yeah, they make a big push to get everybody involved and,
Yep.
sure.
We are having our awards night with the fire department on Thursday, on the 15th, so that's this Thursday at 6:30.
Okay.
And the plan is to do it in the fire bay. I'm not sure I think the weather's actually raining that night, or
I think so, but just to
they're
keep
gonna
socially
do it in there
distanced.
anyway, so we get some airflow going, and we're expecting about
There's
30.
better airflow in there.
Yep, yep, so that's the plan. We'll see how that's our first attempt to do this with the fire department and to do it out there, and we'll see how that goes. Our new car is in and is being outfitted, should be done by next week or the week after, at the absolute latest. I think it'll be done by next week. They were just waiting on the computer to be transferred from
So
one
it's not
car.
gonna be an unmarked car, it's gonna be a
It's
marked.
regular patrol, regular.
So sometimes I
patrol.
would've thought you would've taken the new car. so.
Yep, nope, regular marked patrol car, and that should
Okay.
be ready to go next week. The old car has been turned over to the town hall, and I'm pretty sure the Parks and Rec department's gonna use it.
Yeah,
But that's up to the town
Yeah.
to decide.
yep,
Alright, so that's pretty good. Probably the last time we'll talk about the body cams, those are fully functional, everybody's got them all issued out to them, and they're using them. Seems to be going really well. We've had a month of like using the data transfer system that we had, that
yep.
automatically works.
Well, everything's working good.
Yep, so
Chip's got it under control with
Works,
the reviewing and everything?
Yep, works really good, and, we know that when he gets an arrest, he flags it, and that saves it for 3 years instead of the 90 days or whatever.
So it gets it out,
Yep, it's been working very well, so we're gonna just keep going with that and see how it goes long term.
yep,
The radar trailer, I was gonna tell you it was gonna be out shortly, but that changed today, cause it's out. We got that all set up during the week this week, recharge thing, everything works fine. And now it's out on Winter's Way. Some people called and asked for it to be placed out there, so it's out there. And we usually get a list of people who call with concerns about speeding and different issues in town, and we rotate around.
yep,
And Melissa does a great job with the list, and her and Carl and some of the other guys go
move it, yeah, get it all set up.
I think that's all I had on that. I have some stuff on the lieutenant's report, since he's abandoned us to go to Aruba.
Yeah, so go ahead and continue with the lieutenant's report.
Yeah.
And then I'll open it up to questions if anybody has questions for you or
Sure.
anything in the lieutenant's report.
Yeah, so his is usually tends to be a little more law enforcement related. We've had,
Yeah.
like I said, we were pretty busy crime-wise the last, once the nice weather came, our DWIRS are up this month. We had a couple distracted driver patrols that the state has us do, and those went pretty well. Guys gave out a bunch of tickets for the phone, phone use, that kind of
Oh,
stuff.
yeah, is it on here?
Yeah, there's one,
What number?
Second page.
right.
Distract, oh, it would be,
We have it here.
oh, hands-free, only 2 here.
Only 2, well, some of them just came in this week, so.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh, yeah.
They started
no,
this
yeah.
month, yeah.
To generate this report was what, a few weeks ago,
Yeah.
Tilliana Market?
Yeah, and there's been a lot in the
Okay,
last
yeah.
couple of weeks.
We continue to have some theft at the parking areas around town, particularly Tower Hill.
Always a hot spot.
Yeah, it's always a hot spot, and there were several other ones in Candia, so we have been patrolling the area quite a bit. Not sure if that kind of pushed them off to different parking areas, but we do have some leads, and Calvin's been working on that, so it's pretty, we're making progress on the thing, it's just a matter of we can.
Hey, I've chipped one of his hunting cameras up there.
Yeah.
You know, but hey, are they breaking the window to get in the
Smashing
vehicle?
the wood,
Oh,
smashing
they're
the wood.
actually breaking the window.
Yeah.
You
It's
know, my
easy.
son has a different take on that. He says if you leave no valuables and you leave your car unlocked, he said they won't break your windows.
Well,
Well, they'll just take your car.
But they'll just take your car.
Or your Cadillac converter.
Yeah,
well, that's coming up, so.
yeah.
We've had more calls this, like, last 2 months about people using methamphetamine than we've probably had in 3 years.
Really?
I did talk to Danny Gooden about that, and he said it's really picked up in the city. So the city's seen an influx of methamphetamine use, and it's probably spilling over to the suburbs. And again, most of the people we're probably dealing with don't, not necessarily from Auburn, or going, just happen to be coming from Manchester.
Somebody new in town's flooding the market.
Yeah, yeah, so that seems.
And that's really crystal meth, right?
Yep, yep.
Boy, that's bad for you. Ever
Yeah,
see
we've
the
had a
before and
couple,
after picture? When they show it on a program, this is this person a year ago, and now here's this person a year after using meth? Wow,
So,
what a difference.
Some of the officers did take some training. The police academy is actually kind of getting ahead of the thing. They've offered out some methamphetamine, like, training on, you know, what to look for and how to interact with the people, that kind of stuff. So I think, I know Chance did, and I know a couple of the guys took the online training, and we'll try to get some of the other guys through it as well.
Fantastic.
We did have a catalytic converter theft, which, last week, I think it was on Wilson's Crossing from somebody's camper, right? Is that what it was, a camp, like somebody's,
Motorhome.
you know, checked their motorhome out for the year, and their catalytic converter's gone. We also arrested a suspicious person, which we think was involved in catalytic converter theft, but that's a different
Not
area of town.
that case, but
Yeah,
no.
no, different area of town, but
Yeah.
we'll see if that helps around here or not, and we'll see if that works out. This morning, we assisted ICAC, which is Internet Crime Against Children Task Force, did a search warrant service here in Auburn on Hooksett Road, and we assisted them with that by securing the place until they served the search warrant. That'll probably lead to some arrests over, you know, child pornography.
But they confiscate some computers and
Exactly.
hard drives and
Yeah,
stuff.
exactly.
So now they'll use that, and they get evidence, they'll go arrest the person.
Right, right.
Good.
So, state police also came earlier last week and made an arrest for the YDC case that's going on, the
yes.
abuse cases, that was also
That's
assisted them in that as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that was one of the suspects lived here in Auburn. So
Yeah,
that was,
the main one looks like he's getting the most charges, what I saw.
yeah, there'll probably be other arrests, hopefully not in Auburn, but
Yeah.
it's a bigger investigation than, you know, it's just started.
Yeah,
That's about all I had for
Okay, so-
law enforcement stuff, and
do we have any questions for Ray the chief, or Ray the replacement chief? No
No,
questions?
sounds-
Anything at all?
Sounds good.
Nothing? Yeah,
The only one I had was the catalytic converter theft, is that the unconfirmed report we got?
Yeah, that, yesterday, yeah.
That's all.
okay. I got a question for you.
Sure.
So I just saw today when I drove by the station, we still have the safe station sign
Yeah.
above the door?
Yep.
Now, I thought the state, like, that's one of the reasons why Danny Goonan was mad, it's from the state, because they did away with the safe station, which was popular in Manchester.
No.
And they did away, they got some new thing now. Should we update the signage? or-
No, it still runs the same. Some
It
of
does?
the aldermen just weren't particularly happy, I don't think, with the way the program was being worked, but it still exists. It's still
Okay.
the same thing, and if we can help,
People can come here, they end up going to the fire station.
and that's what I'm looking at, if we can help one person,
Yeah.
2 people, that's,
Yeah.
it's well worth it.
Okay, yeah, sure. It was just a question. I
Yeah.
happened to see it. Yes,
I have a question. I heard last week that there was some concern on Anderson Way. Are those people with, the speeding, they wanted to change?
Oh, yes, we had one of the supervisors go meet with them and talk to them, and they're gonna get together as a group and come back to us, is what they thought would be appropriate action. We offered to put the trailer out there and do different things with them, and they're gonna have a little group meeting and get back to us. So they seem pretty happy with our I was reaching out to them.
Refrain, where's Anderson Way?
So Anderson Way is a new street over right behind, it's off of Pingree Hill.
Okay.
A dead end street.
That's what I was gonna say,
Yeah.
it's Al Anderson's old property.
Exactly right.
Yeah.
Yep. And,
So it's a dead end and they haven't speedy.
Yeah,
yeah,
it must be the UPS guy.
yeah. So we did meet with them and address their concerns, so I think, we'll see if they
I
get
saw
back
the
to us.
turtle guy out there.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Any other question? All right. Hello there, Neighborhood Watch. Steve, how are you?
Not bad, how you doing?
Well, I'm doing really good because with all the publicity I see in the Neighborhood Watch and the town crier and the quarterly newsletter you sent, it makes me reminisce of, that's the way it was about 10, 11 years ago. When we took a, broken down Neighborhood Watch and we had, 2-3 years in a row, we had things at the school and all kinds of things. So it's nice to see the hype about it again. And we went from 50 members to 450 back then. And then we kind of been floundering 450 to 550. I can see you're gonna hit 600 at some point. Now, when you said last week that we had 450 online users and 200 something else, does that mean we have 650 people that are kind of active in Neighborhood Watch, or are those some of the same people?
We were supposed to meet, I think it was a week or about 2 weeks ago, I guess it was, to kind of go over that list, and we were unable to get together because
Okay.
people work and things like that.
Yeah.
Commitments. So we're gonna get together, I think next week, or is it this week? Can't remember.
I think next week.
Yeah, next week, so we'll probably go over that list and make sure that we have what's on the emailing versus
Yep.
It's on.
the other, and get more of a true number at that point. So-
That's terrific. Well, I can just say, we're gonna see the numbers climb, because there's more chatter about it, and you got a lot of new people moving into town, so. I mean,
Absolutely.
gotta be new people with all these houses going.
There are a lot of new people coming in, a lot of people are asking about it, and
Good. Well, I'm really delighted to see the new activity in it. 'Cause
they
it's
seem to be
gonna-
pretty active too on the webpage too, because, I just started using the messenger thing too, because I didn't really use messenger before, so I was only getting some of the emails, or some of the text messages, but it is gonna come in handy, because a lot of things I may not see on my email, because I've been so damn busy at work, I may not even look at my personal email for a couple of days. Well, if
Yeah.
I'm getting these text messages, I can look and then quickly shoot them out, so it's gonna make things more efficient for me as well.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
And hopefully when we meet the next week, the next meeting that we have here, we'll have an update on some of the things that I brought up from last week.
Fantastic.
So,
Well, I definitely noticed the, more of a presence of the Neighborhood Watch, so.
Right, there's a lot more enthusiasm. in it,
Yeah,
so that's
no,
what
definitely, we get, some fresh blood and things are going, so that's fantastic. Any questions for Steve before we move to the next
It
subject?
was very noticeable, that there's a lot.
Yeah.
A lot more
Yeah, yeah.
information out
That's
there.
what it was when we first started, and then we lost steam, for 3-4 years after that, we kinda got bogged down.
Yeah, I think the word is getting the word out to people again that, hey, it's okay to call the police, you get those people
Yeah.
say, oh, I don't know if I don't wanna bother them, I don't know, well, they wanna be bothered, so.
Yeah.
Well, sometimes when things are too quiet too,
Right.
it's driven by what's going on. When we were having a lot of house breaks, there was a lot of
Oh, yeah.
interest.
Very
Back
much.
then,
Yeah.
when we did that, it was, we had 8, I think, in 1 month, in the month of August.
Yeah.
2 in my neighborhood, two neighbors were broken into
Mhm.
back then, so.
The more people you get involved, the
Yeah,
better it is.
yeah, definitely. Okay, so next thing on the agenda is old business. Do we have anything to discuss?
We had anything
Not that I
left?
know of.
It's too early to do anything old business.
Yes.
Yeah. Before we get into the last item on the agenda, I was just looking at the budget, so if you go to the budget there, keep going. Okay, so there's all your percents, and that's your total budget. So we should be at 25%, for this is probably through the end of March. We're a little higher on that, but you had said there was a couple that we hit up real hard in the beginning of the year.
Yeah,
We should
there's
be
one,
at 30 right now. 'Cause
Yeah.
We're a little bit
Oh,
beyond.
we're a little bit beyond, one pay period beyond.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So right around 30.
Looks good.
Yeah.
We should be-
Yeah, so you're right in line with everything.
Yep.
Oh, I see the line that's up, it's the
Looks like police.
police retirement.
Police-
There's
No.
100,
Police.
No.
oh, no, that says,
6%.
Percent used, yeah, okay, yeah.
So it looks like just
Oh, 62 and we have 168 left, right, yep.
buying the cruiser.
Exactly.
Was
Yeah.
the big
That-
question, yeah.
Yeah, there's a few that bounce, subscriptions always
Right,
are high,
but they'll drop as
They
you go
have to.
forward because some of those expenses won't happen again.
Summer freeze and computer service always starts high
Yeah.
too.
That's so they pay that IMC fee.
That's right,
at the end
yeah,
of the year.
yeah,
Mhm.
software services.
Yeah, oh, and we still don't have where that's all going with IMC, with
We
the
do not.
county and everything.
No, the
No.
county, right, has not put
Mhm.
out anything about what they're deciding to do with that.
Mhm.
But otherwise, it's where it should be.
Okay, so, the next, item on the agenda is we have one employee evaluation. So,
And everyone's seen this?
yes, we did, yeah, we both
So,
did.
Based on the satisfactory evaluation, motion that Officer Heward be granted his step increase, currently at a grade 12, step 9, he will move to a grade 12, step 10.
Second.
I'll second that, and all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, it's already signed for her, and it's here, so, anything else, folks, before we adjourn? Okay, I'll make a motion to adjourn the meeting at 7:16 PM. Second,
So move?
so moved,
Yeah.
adios.